And welcome back here to Oswald Field on the campus of Hesston College. Rusty Witcher with you here on the Lark Network as the Larks taking the field again as we're in Game 2 of this doubleheader. It's Game 4 of the 4-game series. Larks are trotting out Hugo Kinabuchi on the season for this start. Hugo's numbers, he's 2-2 on the season, 17 1/3 innings pitch. Hugo's given up 23 hits, 19 runs, 15 of which were of the earned variety. He's walked 9 but struck out 15, and Hugo with a 7.79 earned run average. So that's where we are in terms of Hugo's numbers as this very dangerous Butler Community College team coming to bat. Originally, Butler Community College, it used to be known as Butler County, but a lot of those schools in the JAC have, or several of the schools have dropped the county moniker. So Butler, one of those, they are just now the Grizzlies, as Kendall's about to join me on the mic one more time. Hey, if you're a fan of the Larks, fan of the Grizzlies, you guys can text us 620-217-1465 as the first pitch from Hugo missing downstairs and away, and 1 ball now to Bethia. Kendall was asking me about sports between innings, if I'm an NBA fan. A little bit in the playoffs, not necessarily. I was a Larry Bird fan growing up.
The Celtics.
The Celtics, Larry Bird.
I got them running deep in the playoffs this year. Kyrie Irving.
That's a hard hit ball right back up the middle, and Bethia has a single. And the Larks cannot hope that the trend of what happened on Thursday happens today. And that Thursday game ended up being a rout in the second game by Butler. As diving back was Bethia. Cox now is on deck. Batting. And Cox was fairly quiet in game 1, which is a little bit scary as he takes a strike on the outside corner. In fact, Cox was 1 for 4. He's the leading hitter for the Grizzlies, hitting .341, but has 10 home runs and 30 runs driven in. And if I'm Joshua Cox, I'm eyeing the 2 pickups out there. As a snap throw back, and that not in time. And our count evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. You go another quick move, and the tag got him. What a tag by Kalen. What a throw by Hugo to pick off Bethia.
Smooth.
It really was. Give Kalen a lot of credit for getting the tag down, and a great throw there by Hugo, and the big backdoor breaking ball over for a strike, and we're counting 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That ball had a lot of movement.
It did. It was a big bendy pitch, as Dr. Phil Miller would like to say. And the 1-2.
Good pitch.
Chopped foul. And our count still riding 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out here in our top of the first. Hugo deals. And 2 far outside, and our count moves 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ian will be joining us here later. He's on a secret mission. And the 2-2.
Good pitch.
Little liner that'll see its way through the hole on the left side, and a good piece of hitting by Joshua Cox to go the other way. And a runner aboard once again for the Grizzlies for Javier Pena, who's in the designated hitter role today. Same defense for the Larks. Tate's out in left, Burzen's in center, and Noah Roberts over in right. Bob at the hot corner, Robert and Larry up the middle. or Yusei as he's more apt to be known. Cantlin over at first base. Hugo misses upstairs, 1 ball. Big curve that drops in for the strike. And our count 1 ball, 1 strike. That one, a good stop by Caleb. That's in the dirt in our count. 2 balls, 1 strike to Pena. Pena drew 3 walks and reached on an error. He was on base every time he was up in game 1. Fly ball lifted, got underneath it. That's going to get up in the wind. It's going to get back, though. And Tate can't come up with it. Drops in front of Tate, went off of his glove. A run coming home. Pena on his way to third after the error. And an unearned run goes into the book out there because Tate got under it, and Butler goes up 1-0. That ball moved up in the wind. This wind is tough to play to field balls. It's blowing out to right, but there's enough of a swirl, and you saw that. And Hugo misses down and away. Kendall is with us. He's right here. The 1-0 coming up to Parker base. Swing and miss by base, and our count quickly even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Big curve that drops in for a strike. Hugo does like to work his curveball, and our count 1 ball, 2 strikes.
A lot of confidence.
I had confidence in my curveball. No, I didn't. I didn't throw a curveball.
You just do fastballs, 96, right?
Well, yeah, sure. What, 96 you said?
That's you, 96.
Yeah, 96? Yeah, take away about 40. I've never seen a 55-mile fastball. Wouldn't know what to do with that. Come out of your shoes trying to hit my fastball. They count 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good pitch.
That one stays down and in. Pitcher's pitch from Hugo, and our count is full, 3-2.
You was always in the windup, right? Never the stretch.
Me?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I was on the stretch a lot because the runner's on base. The 3-2 on the way.
Good.
That's chopped foul. Are you kidding me? I couldn't pitch.
What about hitting?
I was a bunter.
A bunter?
That's all I did was bunt.
Oh, you was moving down the bases.
No, I was just laying one down because I was going to move somebody on the bases. I wasn't getting to first. I count full 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Got to do a job somewhere.
Hey, as long as you know your role.
I like that.
I embraced my role.
Everybody do their role. A lot of does with.
That's a fly ball. That's gone. As that is out there, and Parker base tattoos one out of here. And Butler now opens up a 3-0 lead as he hit it over the pickup truck out there in right field. Bays puts 2 up with a swing. And Butler on top, 3-0 with just 1 out. Colby Standard now is behind the dish for Game 2. He was DHing Game 1. As we're in the first inning. And Hugo dealing.
Okay.
Pitch stays down low for 1 ball. Hugo misses low in our count. 2-0. Still just 1 out. Bases are empty now, top of the first.
Pitch.
There's Hugo coming back with a strike. And our count 2-1. One drifting downstairs, and our count 3 balls and 1 strike. Here in game 2. That's fly ball. That will stay in the yard, but it's going to be trouble. It's a long run, and will drop in for a base hit out there into shallow left center field. That ball got up and drifted out of the outfield. Outfield's playing very deep today, Kendall, with the wind blowing so hard.
Which is good in.
And Colby Standard makes him pay with a base hit. Actually takes 2 on that. So he'll end up with a double. So Standard aboard for Austin Portner. And then Portner takes a strike on the first pitch he sees from Hugo. The 0-1 coming up. On the ground at Robert. Robert from deep in the throw. Oh, they got the runner in a rundown. You say over to Bob. Bob will toss back to Robert, who's in the cover. Robert now in a sprint will tag him out. And the rundown as Portner aboard on the fielder's choice. Oh, that's going to be a heck of a way to score that.
That's good. That's that baseball right there. I
think that went 6-4 to 5-6 on the put out. What did you think, Kendall? Is that what it went down in the scorebook?
You're right.
That's 2 away here, top of the first. And Colby Deville, the shortstop, coming to bat. Hugo misses downstairs, 1 ball. And the pitch.
Ooh.
And a swing. On our count, 1-1. I was loading some ads, so apologize for being slow. Deville fouls the curveball off. And I count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tanyan Schaefer on deck with base swinger in the hole. 2 outs for the Grizzlies. A runner aboard, 3 runs across on 4 hits. That gets upstairs. Another 3 runs on 3 hits. And Porter taking second on the pass ball. Or the wild pitch, whichever you prefer to put down in your scorebook. The 2-2 coming up.
Good pitch.
And that pitch outside. And our count is 3-2 now to Colby Deville. It smells good in here suddenly. Payoff pitch now.
Good pitch.
Swing and a miss. And Deville striking out. But the damage done on the 2-run home run and the unearned run will go to the bottom of the first after this.
Robbie Rod, Houston, Texas.
Brett Heichman, Lindsborg, Kansas. Caden Bartlett, Amber, Oklahoma.
Caleb Stoll, Litchfield Park, Arizona.
Tatum Ferguson, Nassau, Bahamas.
Connor Leach, Erie, Colorado.
Dalton Woody, Cibolo, Texas.
Dave Milburn from Lincoln, Nebraska.
David Berzins, Houston, Texas.
Dave Ryan, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Dayton Watkins, Valley Center, Kansas.
Grant Bloyer, Winfield, Kansas.
Hudson Smith, Waukomis, Oklahoma.
Hugo Kinabuchi, San Diego, California.
Ian Leckie, Overland Park, Kansas.
Justin Durnall, I'm from Windsor, Colorado.
Kalen Haynes, Trophy Club, Texas.
Kendall Theory, Westlake, Louisiana.
Malachi Swartz, Overland Park, Kansas.
Naoki Izumura, Tokyo, Japan.
Maddie Solomon, Harrisonburg, Virginia.
Nick Platten from Adelaide, Australia. Noah Roberts, Wichita, Kansas.
Omar Aguilar, Panama City, Panama.
Quinn Gettle, Joplin, Missouri.
Robert Salcedo, Puerto Rico.
Yusei Hando from Japan.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field as Noriki Fujimura stepping in, Larks leading. It's going to be me for a little bit. We've got some hungry fellas feeding their faces right now, which is always good. So don't forget the hot sauce, Kendall. That's good stuff. And the count even, 1-1 strike here to Bob.
Is this hot sauce?
That's hot sauce. It's worth it.
So I've never seen hot sauce.
Yeah. When it comes off that color, yeah.
Yeah, it's usually
Ian went on a secret mission to La Fogata food truck in Newton for us and has some street tacos that have been delivered. And I'm thinking everyone's on it. Yeah. The 2-1 on the way. That's a right back up the middle, and Bob will have a base hit. So leadoff runner aboard here for the Larks. Guys, would I lead you astray? All right. Would I lead you astray? No. I told you they're really good tacos. Have a bite of that pepper. Come on, step up, Kendall. Kendall said he wanted some hot sauce. He's not afraid of spicy food. That's right. Yeah. Robert Salcedo taking a strike down low as Morris is saying in the Midwest we like ranch rather than spice. Bob off the running, hit and run, and the only play that the Butler Grizzlies can make is over to first as Bob taking second base. One away here. Oh, that's nothing. I'm telling you what, that pepper.
I'll get a bite of it here in a second.
All right, I dare you. I dare you. Come on, step up, spicy.
It's ironic. I just read a thing, literally while I was sitting there waiting for these things, about this guy who ate a ghost pepper at a competition.
As that one getting by the catcher and Bob taking third.
The hole through his esophageal lining or whatever. He has to be fed through like a gastric tube now. It's gonna be here in a sec when I make you eat this. Is the ghost pepper like the really short?
Caleb batting now for the Larks.
It's like it's all like super wrinkly and red. It's real.
It just looks like it's gonna. The Carolina Reaper looks like it's gonna hurt you.
Yeah. I think there was a kid here last year that tried one of those. I'm pretty sure there's a group this year.
Caleb in, and the 1-0 is over for a strike in the count. 1-1 strike now to Caleb. Caleb, little flare, that's going to dump in, and the Larks are going to get a run back as Caleb finds an RBI single for his trouble. Larks get the unearned run back. And that brings up Noah Roberts. So Kendall's enjoying the street tacos, huh?
They're pretty good. I've never had street tacos.
That one missing downstairs to Noah from Mackey. That one missing outside and low, and Noah quickly ahead, 2 balls, no strikes. Oh, Caden's coming in here. Let's see how this goes. That's a little flare. Noah trying to find some green, and he'll jump one in, and that took an ugly hop out there in right field. So Noah gets a back-to-back base hits, and the Larks will not go quietly. 1 out for Omar. Ian said he was going to take a bite of the pepper. I'm waiting.
I'm waiting to get it in before it ruins it. What's it called?
Lafo got a food truck in Newton.
It is good.
And time called for Omar. So he'll step away. 2 on. Here, I'll put the 2 on and 1 out since Ian was busy. Still waiting for Kendall to try the pepper. Has that one. Nice stop by Stanford. Or Standard, rather, excuse me. I got a text, but I can't say it till Kendall puts a headset on.
I handle hot, but that is a little spicy is. Spicy's not a good enough word to describe that. No, I can handle spicy.
It's got some zip to it.
Yeah, it did hit first. I was like, this just tastes kind of weird.
No, it's got some zip to it. Our count 1 ball, 1 strike.
I was hoping you got to see.
Ian's over here paying for eating the pepper that they included. The 1-1 coming up. And that one gets through the catcher. And the runners move up. How you doing over there?
Better now.
Okay.
Not bad.
All right.
It definitely hit though. It was like.
Kendall was all the one eating. Here, just have a little bite.
Oh no, that's too hard for me. I know my limitations.
Man's gotten to know his limitations.
Is Serena's husband here? I haven't seen a dog.
And that one upstairs at Omar, and it hits Omar in the head, and Omar will head to the first base. Got him in the helmet. Omar fine. And Kalen's on deck.
Is he here? I want to see if he's up in the. I haven't seen a 6'8" dude with a dog yet. I see Serena, but Serene.
Time being called here is Jack Mackey heading to talk. And I'll let Kendall talk a little bit while I have a bite of his taco.
Ooh. Rusty, take a bite of the pepper. I want to see you take a bite. Wow. Okay. No water either for the next 2 innings.
Have fun.
You need some water?
Water makes it worse, actually. It's sweaty. You need milk. Milk is what, yeah. Milk and ice cream.
He needs some milk.
Not too much.
What are you talking about? That wasn't hot.
Yeah, last year when the kid tried it, he started throwing up.
No, I don't need it.
Chris threw up specific.
Oh, no. No.
I don't need it.
Told him to. Don't drink too much. If I need it.
Morrissey, you want one?
No.
That's too high for me.
My sister thinks peanut butter is spicy. Yeah, that's weird.
So you say coming to bat here, with the bases loaded, the meadow is full. Lark's trying to get back in this one.
All I'm saying is my bat's never had a grand slam, so right now it'll be the first time to. That's because it's your bat, right?
And Yusa takes a pitch.
It's your bat, right? I've never hit a home run. That's what I'm saying. I hit one off the scoreboard.
Do you have any hits?
Off the scoreboard in person. What is the scoreboard inside? Or like the wall?
And the 0-1 coming up here.
Wow.
And I drilled the left field fence.
And Yusa shoots one that's foul on the right field corner.
The weirdest thing is my farthest hit that came closest to a home run was an opposite field one. set the parks. I've had a lot of triples.
Really?
But I don't know so far.
That one comes too far in. Snap throw back. Omar diving in, and Omar got too far off and is picked off. And so now there are 2 away. Let me count 1 and 2. You say looks the pitch.
Goodness gracious.
All right, yeah, 2 balls and 2 strikes. That curveball misses downstairs, and our count now 3 and 2 to Yusei. Several text messages I have to get to as Yusei draws the walk. Go Larks.
That's another run.
Good job, Kendall. We're proud of you. From Shannon Stewart in San Antonio, Texas.
Appreciate the Shannon.
Got the Larks score on the board. Shout out to Larks and my nephew, Kendall Theory, from Aunt Linda in San Antonio.
Hey, appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah. Ian, how come we don't get that kind of love? Here you go, Ian. When you're back here. You say drew the walk as Kalen up to bat. And the 1-0 pitch from Mackey. Kalen with a very healthy swing.
Ooh.
And the 1-1. Kalen chasing downstairs. I count 1 ball and 2 strikes. So bases loaded. And I count 1 and 2. Ian's still recovering from that pepper. You guys did notice I did take a bite of that pepper. Like a boss.
Yeah.
Like a boss.
You want another one?
Yeah, I'll take another one.
Oh, no.
Why don't you step up to the plate?
Yeah, come on, Ken.
Yeah, you're all talk now about spicy food. Kalen fly ball, but got underneath it. That will hang into deep center field. Bethia going back, makes a play. Larks get a run back. They trail after 1. 3-1. We'll be back after this on the Lark Network. There's still more tacos. Who wants another taco?
Mm-hmm.
Adriana Ruiz from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Amy Bertado from Whittier, California. Anissa Aguilar, Hacienda Heights, California. Cassidy King from Cochranville, Pennsylvania. Chelsea Smith, Tacoma, Washington.
Jenna Garcia, Hutchinson, Kansas.
Jenna Schneider from Lodi, California.
Jesse Miranda from Turlock, California.
Kaylin Lastly from Salina, Kansas.
My name is Alexis Avalos, and I'm from Yucaipa, California.
Madison O'Brien, Zuni, Virginia.
Malia Sandy from Girard, Kansas.
Paige Biddle from Sacramento, California.
Reese McCrary from Sacramento, California.
My name is Sadie Leatherman, and I'm from Couts, Indiana.
Shay Hoover, Portland, Kansas.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field. That's we're into the top of the second. And this is batting Tanyan Schaefer. Oh, there's more sauce. There's more hot sauce here. You're killing me here. Do you like the hot sauce, Kendall?
That was pretty good.
That's a little tapper back down the line, and Hugo can't come up with it, and it'll be a fair ball in play. But now they're going to have some discussion. Hugo went and said, I didn't touch it. He peeled off of it. And Schaefer's going to have an infield single. Just kind of a tweener there. Ian's back after having a pepper experience.
I gotta talk to Kendall, my man.
Kendall's with us too.
Sometimes. Wow.
Thomas Baswanger coming to bat here for the Grizzlies.
The Larks. Good pick.
And there's a pitch from Hugo for a strike. No action in the Lark bullpen. 3 runs on 4 hits here for the Grizzlies. Base swinger lays off. And our count now 2 balls, 1 strike. No, 1-1, excuse me. Fly ball center field. Berzin's going back on the run. He will track it down. Runner tagging, and Berzin's throw will not quite be there in time. And a runner getting to second for the Grizzlies. Go Larks. Kendall, you're doing a great job from Aunt Deidre in Sulphur, Louisiana.
Appreciate you. Kendall's doing a great job. Kendall, I can't tell if the bars are just set really low or if you're just doing a really good job. Wow. That was a good one. That was a good one.
That one misses outside from Hugo here to top of the order, Patrick Bethea. Ian's hard, man.
It's called what?
Yeah. Ian's hard. Pitch downstairs to Bethea.
Oh, some of the nursing students have emerged.
1 ball now to Bethea. He grounded, or he reached in the first on that single, then was picked off. That's on the ground at Robert. Robert from very deep in the hole to throw across. And in time, a great play from Robert Salcedo from deep in the hole. And there are 2 outs for Joshua Cox. Robert was about a step and a half in the grass there, guys.
He was.
That one tapped back to the fence and foul. The 0-1 coming up. That one misses high. And our count 1 ball, 1 strike now to Joshua Cox. We're in the top of the second. Larks trail 3-1. Cox on the ground at, you say, throw over in time. So Larks dodge a bullet there. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Larks trail 3-1. Back after this. You want another taco?
Rodney Rod, Houston, Texas.
Brett Heichman, Lindsborg, Kansas. Caden Bartlett, Amber, Oklahoma.
Caleb Stoll, Litchfield Park, Arizona.
Tatum Ferguson, Nassau, Bahamas.
Connor Leach, Erie, Colorado. Dalton Woody, Cibolo, Texas.
Dave Milburn from Lincoln, Nebraska. David Berzins, Houston, Texas.
Dave Ryan, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Dayton Watkins, Valley Center, Kansas.
Grant Bloyer, Winfield, Kansas.
Hudson Smith, Waukomis, Oklahoma.
Hugo Kinabuchi, San Diego, California.
Ian Leckie of Overland Park, Kansas.
Justin Durnall, I'm from Windsor, Colorado.
Kalen Haynes, Trophy Club.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field. David Berzin is coming to bat in the bottom of the second. Ian, I got a text saying, Kendall, it's okay, you are loved. We feel nothing but love as that is on the ground and not in time. Berzin's legs out what's going to be charged to an error to Deville. A Texas number texting me saying, Kendall, it's okay, he's loved. Well, yeah.
Only behind by an inning, my bad.
Yeah, you are. You're still battling that pepper. Snap throw back, and Berzin's picked off. Second time the Larks have been picked off today. So one away. Here, I'll put the out up for you because you're still behind.
Oh my gosh, I can't catch a break. Might as well start calling me Kendall.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with Morrissey on this one.
Hey, you know what Morrissey told me yesterday? He predicted 0 home runs again.
No, I looked at you and asked if you were going to predict that.
He goes, there's going to be a lot of wind tomorrow.
I'm going to send you both to your room here in just a second. Our count 1 ball, 1 strike. You have to go stand in the corner. As that one misses outside to Tate, and the count 2 balls, 1 strike here to Tate.
My room is the mod.
1 ball, 2 strikes, excuse me.
My roommate's yelling at Minecraft right now.
Time called as Tate steps back out.
Yeah, I walked in and he was yelling at Minecraft.
Big curve that misses, and our count 2-2.
Oh.
Swing and a miss, and Tate goes down. And Bob will come to the bat with 2 away. Here in the top of the 6th. Okay, Ian's up to speed.
It's about time.
Whatever, you're on your phone, not even paying attention to the game.
You're over there, you know.
I was trying to figure out what time the games come on tonight.
What games?
NBA playoffs start tonight.
They started this afternoon, actually.
Yeah.
Come on, Mr. Ian.
Fly ball.
Oh, I know.
That could be.
I know the game's started, but what could be
staying
more
in play, and that's a nice play over there by first base as Base tracks it down right in front of the fence and makes the play. Great play by Parker Base to retire the side, and we'll go to the top of the 3rd. Larks trail 3-1.
Adriana Ruiz from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Amy Bertado from Whittier, California. Anissa Aguilar, Hacienda Heights, California. Cassidy King from Tocqueville, Pennsylvania. Chelsea Smith, Tacoma, Washington.
Jenna Garcia, Hutchinson, Kansas.
Jenna Schneider from Lodi, California.
Jessie Miranda from Turlock, California.
Kaylin Lastly from Salina, Kansas.
My name is Alexis Avalos, and I'm from Yucaipa, California.
Madison O'Brien, Zuni, Virginia.
Malia Sandy from Girard, Kansas.
Paige Biddle from Sacramento, California.
Reese McCrary from Sacramento, California.
My name is Sadie Leatherman, and I'm from Couts, Indiana.
Shay Hoover, Potland, Kansas.
And welcome back here to the top of the third. As that one downstairs for a strike to Javier Pena. Got a text. Morrissey's mom texted in from Iowa. Just wanted to congratulate Kendall and tell him he's doing a great job.
Appreciate you. Yep, that bar has been set real low.
That went downstairs, and our count even up 1 ball, 1 strike.
Wow, that shows a lot.
Pena.
Kendall's getting a great job, but I might as well get Sports Announcer of the Year. Wow.
Our count 1-1 now to Pena. And Hugo deals the curveball outside corner, and the count 1-2.
If only Kendall would do a great job on his toe yoga every day, then we might be seeing some improvements. Kendall might be out there on that mound right now instead of Hugo. Look, bro.
The 1-2, and that's a fly ball right side. As Noah tracking it down, he'll have to play it back, and does make the play just a foot or two in front of the warning track. And that will bring up Parker Bass, who hit a home run over that truck in his last at-bat. Bass drove in 2. Bass, a little chopper on the ground. You say, plays it perfectly, tosses over, and they're 2 away.
Back-to-back outs.
And that brings up Colby Standard. You know what I would have liked to have done with you fellows? Take you guys to Smolin, Kansas, to the Hickory Tree Restaurant when it was going, and it was all-you-can-eat barbecue, and seeing what kind of damage you guys could have done.
I bet Morrissey would have done probably the most damage, honestly.
You let me starve myself for a little bit.
That pitch missing to Colby Standard. Standard doubled and then was caught in a rundown. He'll take the curveball for a strike in the count. Now even 1 ball, 1 strike. Got a text saying, Kendall, I hear Kendall's side of the room needs to be cleaned up, though. So I'm just reading the texts as they come in.
Wow.
That's a little flare that's popped up, and Bob plays it, and the Larks hold the Grizzlies 1-2-3 for the first time today. We will be back after this here on the Lark Network.
Adriana Ruiz from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Amy Bertado from Whittier, California. Anissa Aguilar, Hacienda Heights, California. Cassidy King from Cochranville, Pennsylvania. Chelsea Smith, Tacoma, Washington.
Jenna Garcia, Hutchinson, Kansas.
Jenna Schneider from Lodi, California.
Jessie Miranda from Turlock, California.
Kaylin Lastly from Salina, Kansas.
My name is Alexis Avalos, and I'm from Yucaipa, California.
Madison O'Brien, Zuni, Virginia.
Malia Sandy from Girard, Kansas. Paige Biddle from Sacramento, California.
Reese McCrary from Sacramento, California.
My name is Sadie Leatherman, and I'm from Couts, Indiana.
Shay Hoover, Potland, Kansas.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field on the campus of Huston College. We're going to the bottom of the third. Robert, to start things off, he grounded out in his first at-bat.
Kendall, does your side of the room need to be cleaned?
Yeah, Kendall, does it need to be cleaned?
I cleaned up yesterday. Are you sure?
Cleaned up, yeah. Well, I'm getting a text message asking if your side of the room needs to be cleaned or not.
I understand that. Like, some days,
Kendall, I'm with you, man. We always have those days as Robert fouls it off here on the left side.
Kendall, here's what I'm thinking.
Yes, sir.
We need to be better.
Look.
the 1-1 curveball missing from Mackey on our count. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Is this the second baseman from the last game?
Yes. He's on the hill.
That's what I thought. All right.
Leads the Butler Grizzlies with a 1.29 ERA as that slow roller on the grass. Thick grass throw. And his foot was on the bag. A great stretch by Base over there at first base to make the play. And Robert is out. Give Deville a lot of credit for getting down on that ball and getting to it in time. And that brings up Caleb. Yeah, in here, I'll even give you the numbers. You can look at Jack Mackey's numbers. 1.29 ERA. 7 innings. So getting the start here in Game 4. And the big curve dropping in for the strike to Caleb. Caleb singled in the only Lark run of the game so far in his last at-bat. And Mackey stepping off.
I was at school with Johnny Rubio. He's a year younger than I am.
At Blue Valley Northwest?
Yes, sir. He was had a lot of talent. Got cut. Along with Malachi and I. Proving the coach wrong right now. All 3 of us playing college baseball.
That's true.
He was one heck of a pitcher.
The 1-1 on the way, and that one missing downstairs to Caleb, and a count 2 balls, 1 strike.
Tall, about 6'5". Long stride down the mound. About mid-80s.
Okay.
Don't always do it now. I haven't seen him pitch or anything, but I know he's at Butler, and
there's a strike at the knees to Caleb, and our count 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I mean, seems to be doing pretty well.
Still would have liked to see Kendall try the hot pepper.
Wow.
And Caleb just dumps one out there, but a nice running catch over the head of Basewanger. He was talking a lot of smack about, you can keep him, talking a lot of smack about his ability to eat spicy foods.
That's a pepper. That's too hot for me.
Last time I checked, a pepper was a food.
I'm right there with it. I just gave the shrug as Noah takes a strike on the curveball.
Maybe if you would have scooted yourself to nutrition class, you would have known this.
Wow.
Our 0-1, as that will get through standard back to the fence. You notice I did take 2 bites of that pepper without drinking anything.
You really? That's too hot. Go ahead.
And Noah will dump one out into right field for a line drive base hit. Noah aboard. As Omar Aguilar will come to bat here in the 3rd. With a runner on and 2 away. Bless you, Ian. That one will stay downstairs to Omar. 1 ball. And the 1-0. Fly ball right field, and going back, though, will be Schaefer's. He'll settle underneath it. Larks strand a runner. They've stranded runners in 2 of the 3 innings. We'll be back after this here on the Lark Network.
Robbie Rod, Houston, Texas.
Brett Heichman, Lindsborg, Kansas.
Caden Bartlett, Amber, Oklahoma.
Caleb Stoll, Litchfield Park, Arizona.
Tatum Ferguson, Nassau, Bahamas.
Connor Leach, Erie, Colorado. Dalton Woody, Cibolo, Texas. Dave Milburn from Lincoln, Nebraska.
David Berzins, Houston, Texas.
Dave Ryan, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Dayton Watkins, Valley Center, Kansas.
Grant Bloyer, Winfield, Kansas.
Hudson Smith, Waukomis, Oklahoma.
Hugo Kinabuchi, San Diego, California.
Ian Leckie, Overland Park, Kansas.
Justin Durnall, I'm from Windsor, Colorado.
Kalen Haynes, Trophy Club, Texas.
Kendall Theory, Westlake, Louisiana.
Malachi Swartz, Overland Park, Kansas.
Naiki Ozumura, Tokyo, Japan.
Natty Solomon, Harrisonburg, Virginia.
And welcome back here to the top of the fourth. Larks trailing 3-1. All the fireworks in the first inning so far. This is Austin Portner, the third baseman. And Portner takes the curveball outside for 1 ball from Hugo. After some struggles, guys, Hugo's really settled down. A swing and a miss there for Portner. I count 1 ball, 1 strike. I saw Lark superfan Simon Zare here. Simon in town for the weekend, I guess. That one downstairs missing away from Caleb. And I count 2-1. Top Gun Morrissey on scoreboard duty. That one stays downstairs. And I count 3 balls, 1 strike. I'm joined by my color commentary team of Ian Lucky Lecky and Kendall DJ Theory, who was DJing earlier, now has been enjoying his time on the mic as Portner draws the walk. Dylan's back there manning the camera. Deville struck out in his first at-bat. Leaves finally starting to come through on the trees, guys. We're actually getting close to spring, kind of, even though the weather doesn't seem like it today. We are. Hugo throws over. It's at the knees for a strike to Deville. All kinds of things happening this week in Lark Athletics. Our golfers are in action on Monday and Tuesday at Sand Creek in Jayhawk Tournament number 2. Our softball will be in action on Tuesday. We'll have those games. That's chopped on the ground and foul down the left side. And our count 0-2. Baseball, barring Mother Nature, is slated for Thursday, but I saw that there could be a chance of storms Wednesday and Thursday.
Supposed to see some later this evening, aren't there? So they screwed the games up?
They backed that off now.
Oh, really?
I don't think we're going to see any weather. Originally, so far, they were, but everything stayed farther to the south. And that one in the dirt, and the wild pitch will allow Portner to move up. And they count 1-2. That curve gets away. Caleb with a nice block. Yeah, Louisiana, East Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi all under parts of a tornado watch down there.
Well, I'm glad Kendall's safe with us. I don't have to worry about him being sucked up into the sky.
Wow. I'm glad you care, though. I'm glad you care.
The 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss, and Deville is retired on strikeouts. And then bring up Tanyan Schaefer. Schaefer singled his last at-bat.
It's bad enough having a whole Kendall in one place. Could you imagine having many pieces of little Kendalls in all kinds of places?
Wow.
Spread out along different states?
Wow.
I feel for you, Kendall.
No love.
No, I got you, Kendall. I got you.
No love. Wow. He's showing his true colors.
With friends like Ian, who needs enemies, right?
Facts. All love.
That pitch misses outside. And I count 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 coming up from Hugo to Schaefer. That one's popped foul and out of play. Looks like our bullpen's got some issues over there.
Yeah.
Who broke that?
Really?
And the 1-1 coming up. That one stays downstairs. I count 2 balls and 1 strike to Schaefer. One gets through Caleb, and Portner thought about it. He gave it some thought out there, but decided not to.
Kind of stood there for a while. The arm on Caleb's arm. Sorry, English is hard.
It's tough.
I wouldn't have stood there that as long as he did.
Free pass issued for Hugo, by Hugo rather, to Schaefer. Draws a walk. His on-base percentage northward of 1 billion today. He's been on base twice. And Thomas Baswanger coming to bat. Flew out to center field in his first at bat. Only an out here for the Larks defensively. And Hugo starts Baswanger off with a changeup and a strike. Runner goes Caleb's throw. Ooh. Not in. I might have been there, but Bob could not hang on to it in a stolen base for Portner. Like we said in the game 1, these Grizzlies do like to run. That's their first stolen base of the day. That's 95 for the year. And the Larks now in the infield coming in on the grass. They ask if Baswanger offered, and they said no, and I count 2 balls, 1 strike. Kendall's enthralled over here.
Kendall, you chewing on that mic, or what are you doing?
Nah.
It's all, you got holes and wrinkly and everything.
No, that's the cover.
I think he's chewing on it.
No, it's not.
See, he's trying to dog me.
I know, I had your back that time.
Appreciate it. He said that's
Got text an excellent game so far. It's been a decent game. That error in the first inning costing the Larks on the drop fly ball. And now runners at second and third in scoring position. And they count 2-2 to Baswanger.
good pitch.
And Baswanger striking out, and it's a great pitch from Hugo.
He loves that curveball.
He does. Kendall, what's your go-to pitch?
I'm going to say fastball.
Okay.
Outside corner.
Ian?
Slider. Inside.
And Bethia coming to bat. Hugo dumps the curve in, and it's dropped out there to right center field for a base hit. 1 run is in, a second on the way. Bethia heads into second with the 2-run double and clears the bases. And he'll get 2 ribbies toward his credit on the season, and Butler now leads 5-1. And a good piece of hitting there for Bethia. And that brings up Joshua Cox. And Cox has several targets out there in right field. And Hugo, fastball away for the strike. As I said, Cox did offer at it. That one missing inside. And the throw gets away from Robert as Bethia coming in. That ball takes a funky hop away. And the Larks commit an error on the throw. Their second error of the contest. Count right in 1-1 here to Cox. He did single in his last at-bat. And Cox fouls it off. And they count remaining 1-2 strikes. On the ground at Robert. Robert sweeps it up, throws over to Kalen in time. 2 runs, though, come across. We played 3.5. Larks lead trail 5-1 back after this.
Adriana Ruiz from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Amy Bertado from Whittier, California. Anissa Aguilar, Hacienda Heights, California. Cassidy King from Tocqueville, Pennsylvania. Chelsea Smith, Tacoma, Washington.
Jenna Garcia, Hutchinson, Kansas.
Jenna Schneider from Lodi, California.
Jessie Miranda from Turlock, California.
Kaylin Lastly from Salina, Kansas.
My name is Alexis Avalos, and I'm from Yucaipa, California.
Madison O'Brien, Zuni, Virginia.
Malia Sandy from Girard, Kansas.
Paige Biddle from Sacramento, California.
Reese McCrary from Sacramento, California.
My name is Sadie Leatherman, and I'm from Couts, Indiana.
Shay Hoover, Potwin, Kansas.
And welcome back as we come back from the break, and you say Hando dumps a base hit out there into left field. He's aboard. A little slow on the getting back from the break. We apologize. You say leadoff runner aboard for the Larks. And that brings up Kalen Haynes. So Kalen digs in, and Kalen flew out in his first at-bat to center field. And Kalen rips a shot. That will be hanging, though, right at hard-hit ball, dead on the screws to the center fielder. It goes down as a line drive out. Nothing much you can do with that, guys. You just hit it hard right at somebody. You keep swinging the bat. Eventually, the old saying is, here you go, here's your motivational saying for the day, bullets make holes.
Wow.
When it comes to baseball. David Berzins comes to bat. And Berzins takes a pitch too far inside, 1-1. I mean, Kalen hit that ball right on the screws at Bethia in center field. And the count 2-0. There's a strike to Berzins from Mackey, and our count 2-1 strike. Good contingent of fans here from Butler County. And our count now 3 balls, 1 strike. Berzins draws the walk. And that will bring up Tate Winfield. Tate struck out, so Tot comes to bat here in the 4th.
I don't know about you, Rusty. I could use a nap, though.
Ian, you know, I look back on life and all the opportunities I missed to nap. Yes. As Tate fouls it off, and I think he hit him. He goes down to a knee. So Tot will dig back in with a count 1 ball and 1 strike. And Tot dumping. That will be a diving catch by Bethia, the throwback. And the Larks are doubled off on the great play by Bethia out there with a diving catch, the throwback to Bays. And the inning is over. A great play by Patrick Bethia and then a good throw. And we've played 4 here. Larks trailing 5-1. We're back after this. And welcome back here to Oswald Field. We're in the top of the 5th. Butler leading 5-1 here over the Larks. And I'm not even sure what Kendall's drinking there. The pink drink.
Oh, this is Kool-Aid.
I heard it's like some super juice. He said in case the Monstars ever come down, he's got a plan. It's like Michael Jordan's juice or whatever.
I gotcha. I understand. There's a strike to Javier Pena. Pena now behind 1, or even with 1 ball, 1 strike. I mean, he's got those mad hops in the CAC after hours.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That ball fouled back and out of play.
I wish I was just an all-around stud like Kendall.
Let me count 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Wow.
We can't all be like Kendall.
I know. Well, then, you know, then it wouldn't make him special because everybody would be like him.
Nah, you got to be yourself, man. That's where it's at right there, being yourself.
Be like Kendall. Morrissey saying they need to come out with a commercial like Be Like Kendall as that one skips away from Caleb. Our count 2 balls, 2 strikes.
The only problem
There's
is
a reason why
I
your name is Ian.
I heard those scooters at the hospital aren't that cheap.
Wow.
That is if you take a while to return.
And I count 2 and 2.
Bless you.
Oh my.
And a swing and a miss as Pena goes down.
Bless you.
How you getting along, Ian?
Oh, I did not take my allergy pill this morning, that's for sure.
That went right. That's my daily routine: coffee and an allergy pill right away.
Need some cetirizine. Oh my goodness.
And Parker Bass, who hit a home run, that may not quite have landed yet. It was a Titanic shot. As that one
If it didn't hit a car, is it worth it though?
It went over the cars.
Did he hit the car?
No, it went over the cars.
Gotta hit the car.
If you hit the car, do you get a free car?
2 years ago, my high school was playing in the state tournament, and they played at KU.
Okay.
And the athletic director parked right behind the field or whatever.
Uh-oh.
I think it was the last play, it was the second to last pitch of the game. Kid fouls it straight up, straight back, and you hear thunk, and you turn around. There's a baseball sitting in the windshield, shattered the entire windshield. I got a picture of it. The athletic trainer stood up. He's like, "There's no way it's my truck," or the athletic director, and right there, his truck, smack dab in the center.
And they count 3 balls and 1 strike. You always have to be careful where you park.
Yeah.
The 3-1, and that one stays down. And ball forward issued as Bays lays off. As Colby Standard coming to bat. Standard 1-4-2 with a double and a pop out. Still disappointed that Kendall didn't take a bite of the pepper because he was talking so much about, I can eat spicy food.
I'm used to it. Kendall kind of disappoints me on a daily basis.
Wow.
Man, that's harsh.
I just ask him. I ask him for little things, you know?
Little things.
Just the little things. And he's always like, just grumpy.
Kendall, why you gotta be grumpy?
I'm not grumpy.
I'm some
I'm
love.
always energized.
The 0-1 coming up. That was popped a mile high. Kalen Haynes calling for it and tracks it down as that ball got up and took a route in the wind. But a nice job for Kalen and Caleb to communicate and talk it over. I don't think Kendall's a grumpy guy.
Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Not a good picture. Wow. But that's where the ball landed.
Oh.
And then it's just spider like.
Oh. I see that. Runner goes. Caleb's throw not in time, and Butler now starting to swipe bags. Up 5-1, trying to put some pressure on the Larks because everything's solid until you heat it up.
That was a good one.
Thanks, appreciate that. Yeah, I might have to get on Instagram just to follow Kendall.
Look, just motivational vibes.
Motivational advice, all right. Fly ball out to right center field, up, and that is heading and tracking, and that's off the bottom of the fence for Portner. Portner will have the double. He's thinking 3. He's thinking triple, and Portner slipping in to third with a triple and an RBI for his trouble and the long run. And now the Larks trail 6-1. And Colby Deville coming to bat. 6-1 in the 5th.
I think my favorite part of the day is when I see Kendall. You know, we've been talking for a while, doing our rehab. Kendall goes, "Ian, you can find me some shoes?" I'm like, "Sure, Kendall." He goes, "I want some Yeezys."
Wow.
The black ones with the red stripe. I said, "All right, they're not going to be cheap." He's like, "I'm not paying anything more than $3. I'm like, "Kendall, how am I supposed to work with that?" "I don't know. If you were good, you'd do it. You'd find them." I'd be like, "Kendall, I can't do this." He's like, "Well, I don't want them then."
Well, I don't want them then. If you can't find the right price, then it's not for me then. Yeah.
That one fouled back to the fence and our count 1-1. $3.
Yeah.
What do they normally run?
The black and red, the black with the red stripe?
Yeah.
You're looking about $600-700.
There's a curve from Hugo that drops in.
They were last year's model too.
And the count 1-2. $3. Really?
Hard pressed to find it.
$3. But it's a good shoe though. It's comfortable.
That one gets away from Caleb. Run coming home. Play possibly at the plate. Throw not in time. And Portner comes home on the pass ball. as that one skipped away from Caleb and another run across. 7-1 our score in the top of the fifth. That one fouled back to the fence. And our count's still riding 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one missing high. And our count full 3-2.
Kendall, so it's a new game. You got any more thoughts about whether you're coming back next year?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to figuring this out. As that curve misses inside, or the pitch misses inside, and Hugo walking to Evil.
I got to stick to the script, man. I'm going to still stand on what I said earlier.
And for those who weren't listening in Game 1, what did you say earlier?
I told him I have a plan, but it's in God's plan. So
All
if it's in God wants me to come back and play, I'm going to do whatever it takes for me to get back on the field.
Tanyan Schaefer batting, and the shift is on. And Schaefer takes a swing and fouls it off.
I'd recommend staying away from the warning track. But, you know, that's just me.
That's what got you, didn't it?
Well, everything happens for a reason, so.
Okay. To learn who you are as a person as you go throw back, not in time, and learn what it means to come back to be a Lark next season.
True.
The 0-1 coming up. Big curve is over for a strike to Schaefer, and our count quickly 0-2. Our goal at some point is get some new stools up here. That one in the dirt. Caleb has the skip away.
Hopefully by the time you do, I won't be able to sit in them.
And, you know, rightfully so, I'm hoping that you guys can't. I mean, now I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm hoping that you guys are down there playing. That's what I'm not meaning that in any way, shape, or form as a slight.
Mr. Ian on the mound next year.
You going to be the closer then? The 1-2. That's a little flare. That is dropping back. Robert on the run. And Tate can't come up with it. And that ball will drop in. And a run comes all the way around and scores.
It's a good effort.
On the little bleeding hit. Yeah, it's a long run for Tate to cover that. It was a long run for Robert to go back and cover as well. And the second baseman, base swinger, coming to bat. And base swinger swings through the pitch from Hugo. The 0-1.
Good block.
And the count even up 1-1. The throw, not in time, and another stolen base here for the Grizzlies as a strike called. The count 1 ball, 2 strikes now to base swinger. He goes curve, misses outside. Trying to nibble. And deuces wild across the top of the scoreboard. Chod foul. Count still remaining 2-2. On the ground at Bob. Bob with the play, the hop, the throw over. Kalen finding it, and Kalen goes down, but he'll pop back up. I think he was almost stepped on over there. But 3 runs come across for the Grizzlies. We have played 4.5. Larks trailing 8-1. And welcome back here to Oswald Field. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. Hey, Kendall.
Yes, sir.
Ian's getting heated over here to my left.
I don't know why.
Eli Rodriguez Sr. watching from Cibolo, Texas, watching on YouTube. Why can't we hear when the ball hits the players or the bat hits the ball, I should say, or the players yell on the field? Give a shout out to Woody from Cibolo. The Rodriguez family wishes him the best. Probably because today we're inside with the door closed in the press box, and that is why you can't hear quite the sounds that you normally would hear during the game, as it's not incredibly warm out. And
it's insanely windy. You wouldn't hear anything anyway with the wind. That wouldn't be wrapping around in here?
It would be a little bit windy.
Thought I wasn't coming back with those tacos. It might blow away.
It was worth the drive, wasn't it?
It was worth the drive.
Okay.
They're very polite. Very nice. Good tacos.
Good tacos.
Good hot sauce.
Good hot sauce. Great hot peppers.
Yeah, it was good pepper. Kendall's not going to try it, so
yeah.
he can't really get it.
Don't say wow, because you didn't even try it, so you can't say anything until you bite it. Look, I've got another one right here.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, no.
Run screaming into the night. Yep. Morris, you want to try the pepper?
If Morrissey tries one, I'll try one.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
I thought you said if Rusty tried it, you were going to try it.
I thought that's what you said, too, and I had 2 bites.
I did not say that.
I thought he did, too, because he likes spicy food. I think Morrissey's right.
They
count 1 and 2 here to Robert. Did you see me even have a drink?
I don't know.
Do you see anything in front of me to have a drink with? No. Our count 1 and 2 to Robert here with Bob over at first base after being hit. And that one's popped up a mile high. That will be into shallow right field. And the right fielder, Schaefer, rather, running under it and making the play. And there's one away.
I don't think he's here yet.
Ian, who you were looking for?
We're trying to see. Serena said her husband was coming today because last weekend they got a puppy, and she said he was going to bring it. But he's 6'8", so it kind of stands out.
6'8" dude with a little puppy.
Well, you'd think, but one away for Caleb.
So we were all excited to See the
and that one downstairs in the dirt. 1 ball here.
I think
Kendall's
I know how that
girlfriend
conversation
keeps
went.
coming up here and looking in. Did you see that?
Wow. Kendall, you got a lady?
No, sir.
Kendall, why am I the one having to give relationship advice?
Caleb, a fly ball up there in the wind. If it stays fair, it could be. It's going to be drifting out of here, and that's gone. Put it in the book. And Caleb hits a towering fly ball home run, a 2-run shot for Caleb. And the Larks trim the lead, his 7th of the season. And the Larks now trail 8-3.
It was a moonshot.
It was. It was a towering fly ball. Rob and Noah will come to bat. And Noah, his first pitch swinging, fisted. Back, a nice play by someone in the dugout.
So Caleb's out there trying to change the subject with a 2-run bomb. But Kendall.
Yes, sir.
Your lady.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
I don't have. Stop it.
Are you sure?
Promise you.
Well,
wait. Are you sure? That's a great question. That's always a question that we need to, as a journalist, as someone here who writes and is a journalist, I probably should follow this up. Are you sure? Said Ian.
Look, I don't have no reason to lie. Why would I lie to y'all?
And the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Here comes the
Kendall.
pitch here from. This is Jacobs. That's popped up. And on the third base side of things, Portner comes in and makes a play near the mound. And they're 2 away for Omar.
Well, Kendall, you haven't been spending as much time with me lately. I haven't seen you with Woody lately.
Look, I've been handling my business in the classroom and on the trainer. Okay?
That's okay. That's a good answer. So taking care of business as a classroom, as a student athlete?
But nobody has classes at 7 at night. And Serena and Dan leave at 5, so...
Yeah, that's the time
I'll give you an hour for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say 6:30.
I hear you.
Hey, homework's hard, Ian. Easy. Homework's hard.
Well,
you got to take some time to
Kendall
do that.
doesn't have homework.
Yes, I do.
No,
as that one fouled back on the right side and out of play. Our count 1 ball, 1 strike here to Omar. Omar's I believe he's 1 for 2. Forgot to circle that he singled. Omar on the ground, the second baseman, base swanger, who plays it and tosses over to base. Larks get a pair back here in the 5th on the home run by Caleb. We'll be back after this here on the Lark Network. And welcome back here. Dalton Woody coming into pitch here for the Larks as we're into the top of the 6th. Top of the order here for the Grizzlies. Good. I was hoping you guys were going to eat some more of these tacos.
Mm-hmm.
Even though there's a pepper here with Kendall's name on it.
Stop it.
You are the one that said you liked spicy food.
Cajun spice is different. Good pitch.
Swing and a miss from Woody. Yeah, it's excuses.
Wow.
Just one bite.
No, sir. I hear that.
And the 0-1 coming up. That one's popped foul and out of play on our count 0-2. Cajun spice is different?
Yes, sir.
I can get you with Cajun spice too. They're good peppers.
I understand. They're not for me, you know?
No. You're the one that said you can handle spicy.
I understand that, Kay.
The business class also wasn't for him either.
Wow.
The 0-2, that was missing outside.
Everybody got jokes.
Can you imagine what would happen if we didn't like you? That's the thing, man. If we didn't like you, can you imagine how harsh it would be? We like you.
It's a cold world. It's a cold world. That's all I got to say. It's a cold world.
Our count 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Patrick Bethia. Grizzlies in front 8-3. Bethia now working with a 2 strike as Woody coming into pitch. And that one tipped back. Got a couple text messages here. Let's go, D-Man. And someone texted me, how do you scare a bee? I'm not going to even go with the rest of that.
Scare a bee. I know how you scare Kendall. You tell me you got a business file the next day.
Wow.
3-2. There's a little line drive, and Bethia dumps it out there into
he's going for 2.
Right field. He is going for 2, and Bethia will slip in 4, turns the single into the double. This will bring up Joshua Cox. And then Cox singled in the first, and he'll take a pitch from Woody down low. 2 groundouts then for Cox up the middle.
That was a heck of a throw by Tate. Got a little lazy on the communication.
That one missing outside, and our count now 2 balls, no strikes. And Cox now coming to the count 2 balls and no strike.
Insane diving catch in center field. Got up from first, got up first. Like nobody. I do not think he should catch this.
Cox outside corner takes the strike and the count 2-1. And the 2-1 coming up here from swing and a miss, and the count now 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He's a maid and a community boyfriend.
He's our maid. He's Cameron's Morgan's boss.
So the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Joshua Cox. That one fouled back and out of play. Got a text here. Let's go, D. Wood. The Theory family is cheering you on from Cypress, Texas.
My man, D. Wood.
And the 2-2 coming up.
Good.
Swing and a miss, and Cox chases upstairs and goes down. And that brings up Javier Pena. Pena reached on an error in the first on the drop fly ball out in left field.
coaches allow it now. I know. He said we were all going to stand. He even took the benches out. He did? Yeah, he took the benches are gone. No, those benches. Oh, like the metal ones, those were in the dugout last year. Are you serious? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Runner goes and gets through. Caleb coming home. Play at the plate in time.
Good tag.
A good tag there at home. Dalton Woody is in the right place at the right time. La Fogata. Newton. Yes. Pena coming to bat here in the shift, 4 outfielders. And Pena fouls one back, and the count now 1 ball, 1 strike.
You say you're going to the outfield. He's got 10 home runs, 29 RBIs. So. They did this against North Ark, I think. North Ark? Yeah. And they went to Northern Arkansas.
That one downstairs. The reverse shift is on. 4 outfielders now for the Larks, just 2 infielders. Yusei's going out to play the right center field. That's a hard hit ball that's through the hole on the left side, and Pena aboard with the single.
That's the only problem. I think Woody should have gone up to second. If I could be there.
And that will bring up Patrick Bass. Bass hit a home run and drew a walk. He's been on base toward. Drove into, stole a base after the walk. That one. That one misses high and away, and our count 1 ball, no strikes. That one missing outside, and the count 2 balls, no strikes here to base from D. Woody. Got a text saying Tex-Mex is good in Texas. It's okay.
Texas. It's okay, Rusty. It's the greatest thing in the world.
That one missing downstairs. And I count 3 balls, no strikes.
You ask Woody and Kid, Tex-Mex is the best.
Stop it.
Or count 3 balls and no strikes. That one downstairs, and Bays draws the walk.
Stop it. You hear this, Russ?
I do. That's why I turned Ian's mic off a long time ago.
Let's go, D. Wood.
So Colby Standard is coming to bat. He doubled, and
Sam said that? Yeah. I'd like to see him play a college sport before he opens his mouth again.
Standard doubled and has 2 pop-outs. So 2 on with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th for the Grizzlies.
At least when we're pounding a team, we continue to destroy them. And we fight. We don't lead by 20 and then give it up in the last.
Yes,
that
sir.
was on the ground. Slow roller. You say toss over. Larks get out of it. We played 5.5. Larks trail 8-3 back after this. And welcome back here to Oswald Field as you say stepping in. Larks trailing 8-3. And so you say shoots one out there to right field, but it will hang up in the air, and the Larks are retired. And so that'll bring up Kalen. Kalen's 0 for 2.
You know what? I think Kendall wears that big old winter jacket, even when it's not like freezing cold out. He's hiding on it. Thinks his arms look big. He won't be called skinny. Stop it.
Kalen here.
Maybe you should take a note out of his book.
Nah, I like just going to put in Grant sweatshirts on.
That one missing downstairs to Kalen. As Kendall's back with me. Ian's just over here talking. We shut him off a long time ago.
A long time ago.
I know. That one, there's a strike in the news to Kalen. Our count 1 ball, 1 strike.
All right, don't get mad at me anymore. You can hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay.
We're good. We're all good now. Count 1 ball, 1 strike here to Kalen. And Kalen with a very healthy swing at it. You know, Kalen's not cheated on any swing he ever takes.
Oh, nope.
And the 1-2 coming up. Kalen slow taps it and stays alive. 1-2. Figure out what the Lark softball team is doing today. Did they? What was the score? You know?
I don't know the score. I just saw they won.
Okay, cool. Lark softball picking up a win down at Coffeyville. And Kalen. Strike 3 on the inner half.
The umpire didn't even know the count.
And that means David coming to bat with 2 away.
Sean Mendez is marshmallow. Did you know that? Sean Mendez. Was he a pop artist?
He's not Marshmallow.
On the MTV Awards, I walked out as marshmallow and he pulled a little marshmallow.
And that one's missing 2.
I don't know. I bet he did 4. I highly doubt. Exactly. So he's not going to go out there. I don't think it's Sean Mendez.
Birds now having the count now, moving 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here, Burzins has been on base twice, reached on an error. And the 2-2. Curveball drops in for strike 3. Larks go quickly and quietly. 1-2-3. We'll go to the top of the 7th. Larks trail 8-3 back after this. And welcome back to Oswald Field. Quinn Guttle coming in to pitch for the Larks here in the top of the 7th. Larks trailing 8-3. And this will be Austin. Oh, this is going to be. This is Portner. Portner coming to bat here. Portner. I was looking back. I was Horner today, or in this game. Fielder's choice, drew a walk, and tripled. And Quinn missing downstairs and away from the side armor. Kendall, you ever think about throwing side armor?
Oh, no.
You're strictly
over the top.
Over the top. The count now, even 1 ball, 1 strike, as Quinn paints the lower part of the zone. You see that more and more in college baseball as the players throwing sidearm. There's a curveball that stays outside as Ian polished off the tacos. There's still pepper in there for you, Kendall.
I think it's for you, man.
I had my pepper.
I think they want you to eat another one.
On a scale was 1 to 10, how hot are they?
Rusty ate 2 bites without any water.
Well, that's he's used to eating spicy foods.
I was fine. I took a bite. It was a little uncomfortable, but it wasn't like...
It wasn't
dying.
a Carolina Reaper or anything like that, as the walk issued and Portner aboard. It wasn't Ghost Pepper. It wasn't Carolina Reaper, which is the hottest one out there. Wow. All you got to do is take one little bite of it.
I understand.
Just take a little bite of it.
Look.
I understand. Yeah, we'll do it. Man up. Step up, Kendall.
I stepped up today, all right? You got to.
It's one at a time. Okay, so next week he'll eat a pepper. I'll save that.
Next week is when you bring the ribs.
For yeah. Count 0-1 here to Colby Deville. That one too far inside from Quinn, and the count even 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 coming up. Dead ball inside hitting Deville, and Deville goes over to first. And that brings up Tanyan Schaefer. Schaefer 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a walk. Solo base. Scored a run. He's had a busy day at the dish in game 2. The curve stays outside. Their count 1-0.
I want to know what it's like to be B-Rad.
Well, you kick over water fountains.
That's tough.
I count 1 ball, no strikes. That one misses outside.
Like you just
and I got 2 balls and 2.
You walk around campus, hood up to no good. You always know that he's coming from doing something.
Count 2-0.
Just don't give a crap.
And that one curves outside. Caleb snap it back, and no. The throw must have been just a little bit late. And Portner.
Take it throw, Caleb.
I count 2 balls and 1 strike. Portner diving back in just ahead of the throw. That was close.
Mm-hmm.
Quinn dealing. Strike at the knees to Schaefer. And our count, even 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's what I'm saying. He's done really well.
The 2-2 on the way. A fly ball hit out there to right center. Noah going back. Noah can't come up with a diving play. It's off the top of the wall. 1 run is in. Schaefer's going to have a double. And Schaefer doubles in a run as Deville goes to third. And Butler taking a 9-3 lead. Noah tried the diving catch.
Noah tried to fly. What? Oh, yeah. Double top.
And there's a strike from Quinn, and our count 0-1. pitch upstairs. Our count 1-1.
It's the hot dog derby. Those little kids came running around the corner. It's the hot dog derby.
Our count 1-2.
Relish. It's always relish.
That curveball stays in, and our count 2 balls, 1 strike.
What?
Okay, boys.
Know. I saw the Oscar Mayer Wiener truck in Colorado. That blessed me with perfect calling all the rest of the year.
That's a little flare that will dump foul. And base swinger still looking for his first hit of the afternoon.
How big?
That's a fly ball center field going back. And Burson's catching it. Uncorking the throw, and it will be high. That will go to the fence. A run does come in on the sacrifice fly.
Where is Quinn on that?
And 10-3 our score. And that comes up to Bethia.
What?
Bethia doubling his last at bat, and that curve drops in for a strike. Larks trailing 10-3 now. Just an out here in the 7th. Pitch in the dirt, and the count 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1, that curve inside. Got a text saying Quinn didn't throw a sidearm until high school. Or count 1-2. Swing and a miss, and Bethia goes down. And the second out of the inning recorded, that brings up Joshua Cox. Cox is digging in. Cox has 10 home runs on the year. A breaking pitch stays outside, 1 ball. There's a strike at the knees, and our count 1 ball, 1 strike. Hammered on the ground, Kalen picks it up and steps on first. Larks with a lot of work to do going into the bottom of the 7th. Larks trail by 7, 10-3. And welcome back here to Oswald Field. Nick Platten coming to bat here for the Larks in a pinch hit role in the bottom of the 7th. Nick batting for Tot.
Mr. Tater Tot.
Tater Tot. Nick lifts one. That is out of here. Nick just hit a home run and a pinch hit at bat. And Nick goes deep. Nick first pitch swinging. And Nick puts one on the board for the Larks with a home run.
Got every stitch.
Looks like it's his first of the year.
First of the year. Might be his first of his career here. I'd have to double check after last season. So Nick goes deep, and that brings up Bob, and the Larks trail 10-4.
He's going to walk straight to Serena. He is. Look, he going.
So Nick hits a home run.
Oh, just kidding. Quinn's going to slide in there real fast.
And the 1-0 delivery here as the curveball is over for a strike to Bob, and the count 1-1. Now, Riki Fujimara, also known as Bob. And the 1-1 coming up. And that one misses upstairs. Our count 2 balls, 1 strike. Bob fouls one out of play on the right side.
Can you go like this real fast? Cameron told me, punch somebody in the armpit, they'll poop themselves.
Our count 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that's on the ground at the shortstop Devel from his back feet, throwing the hole and in time.
Malachi's going to go ask them if they want to play another doubleheader after this.
And that brings up Zach Duncan.
Hope it just kept playing.
So Zach comes in to bat in a pinch hit role. And Zach takes a strike here from Jacobs, and the count 0-1.
Kendall's watching, I think. Kendall, are you watching the NBA game?
No, sir.
Oh, just kidding.
Curveball misses outside, and our count 1 ball, 1 strike. That misses downstairs, and our count 2 balls, 1 strike to Zach.
The Nets are winning. Actually, they won.
Yeah, with 38 seconds left.
They got 14 seconds left. It's 111 to 102.
That one upstairs, and our count 3 balls, 1 strike to Zach Duncan. Duncan pinch hitting for Robert, who was 0 for 3. And Zach wears it, and he'll be aboard. And that'll bring up Caleb. Caleb, who hit a home run in his last at-bat. 3 runs driven in on the afternoon.
I bet he's dropped a few bales of hay on that arm before.
I wouldn't doubt it.
He got kicked by a cow.
You should follow him. You should definitely wait for his snaps this summer. They're fine.
Really?
Yeah.
And Caleb. Digs in against Jacob. Still no action in the Butler bullpen. 10-4 the score. And Caleb takes a healthy swing at the first pitch he sees. The difference in game 1, that in the park home run. And that one downstairs in our count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Caleb does the half-hearted offer at it. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Caleb off the end of the bat, and that dies in foul territory. And the count's still righty 1-2. in the dirt. And the count 2 balls, 2 strikes here for Caleb from Alex Jacobs. Butler leading 10-4. Jacobs one more look at Duncan over their first base. Caleb, line drive that will drop in for a base hit. Larks trying to make some things happen. And Noah will come to bat. Noah 2 singles on the day. And Noah takes a pitch away for a ball. And the 1-0. There's a pitch on the outside corner. Good pitch from Jacobs in our count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Noah not cheat on that swing. He's quickly behind 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one getting through the catcher, and the runners move up.
Mm-hmm.
Got a text saying, "Go, Noah, it's Jesse." And the 2-2 coming up. Noah swings through, and he is retired. So 2 outs now for Omar. All right, Heston's softball won 5-0, 7-3. 13-game winning streak, longest in Lark history. Sending our wishes to HC Baseball. Thanks, Jesse. Noah hammers 1 foul.
That's Omar.
I mean Omar, thank you. That him too.
It's all right. I guess the slacking off is spread from Ryan to Rusty. Or maybe it's a thing with people who start with R's.
Omar fouls that one off on the left of the right side, and the count quickly 0-2. Larks losing the first game 2-1. I'm just going to let it roll off my shoulders. It doesn't affect me.
Kind of like that pepper.
Kind of like that pepper didn't affect me that Kendall wouldn't eat.
Hey.
No, hey. I like spicy food, he said, in the 0-2, high and away. And that pepper, look, it's right there. All you got to do is take a bite.
It's going to still a little bit nibble. Just bite the end of it.
Just bite the end of it.
You don't have to get a seed.
That's where all the seeds are at.
No, not the end. Yeah, they're
up by the, yeah.
That one downstairs in the dirt and count 2 balls, 2 strikes. You guys want to see Kendall eat a pepper on air? Text me right now.
That's what we should have done.
Yeah, really. Why didn't we throw that down? Because he was going to step up. Yeah. 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 Yeah, you want to text me if you want to see Kendall eat a pepper, go for it. That one in the dirt and they count 3 balls and 2 strikes. Kendall's over here praying that we don't get a text. Our count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. I bet Macy would eat the pepper. Omar swings through, and that will do it. Our final score, 10-4. Larks losing here. They lose 2 to Butler. And that's going to do it for us. For Kendall Theory and Ian Leckie, I'm Rusty Witcher saying thank you and have a great weekend.